How's it going, Digimon fans? It's your boy Ghostly Games here, and I am back with another video for y'all today. So this one is going to be a ShineGreymon deck profile. Now, this list is based off a winning list from a few weeks back, and I actually modified that list kind of more to my personal taste, and it got me 4th place at a Win-A-Box back in November. And it also got me the week 3 4th place at my locals this past Thursday as of recording. And it's been really good overall. And it's really fun to play. But with all that being said, let's get started. Now, first, for the eggs, we got 4 copies of BT14 Koromon. Now, honestly, I think this is the best egg for the deck. Because it's just, when a card leaves your opponent's security, just draw a card. And it's really nice, it's really easy to pull off. You can do it with any of your teamers swinging. You can also proc it when ShineGreymon Burst Mode trashes the top of their security. And also just, if you have, say, an effect that also just takes a card out. So we only play 4 eggs, but we're going to be moving on to our level 3s. We play 12 total. So first is our non-searcher, which is BT13 Agumon. Now, I really like him because he can make one of the Marcuses that we already have out into a 3k Digimon. Now, it's really good, especially when you don't want to pay that 1 to go, or to play out the BT12 Marcus. But also, if you don't have him, you can also just have a free memory recycle engine with the BT13 Marcus, because when he suspends, he minus DPs, and since the Agumon brought him out, you're always going to confirm that extra 1 off of Marcus. So it's really nice to have it. Following that up, we got our first of our 2 searchers. First, I would say would be our main searcher, which is BT12 Agumon. Now, he's really nice because he looks at top 4 and he adds you a Greymon in name and a Marcus Damon. And then as an inherited, when one of your yellow or red tamers suspends, he's going to minus 2k a Digimon. Now, he has now that effect is different compared to his BT13 counterpart, because the BT13 one will pop a 3k or less when one of your tamers is suspended. So you pretty much, if you could, combo both Agumons together so you can confirm a minus 5k or away from the board. And then finishing off the level 3s is going to be our other searcher, BT9 Agumon X. So he's nice because he goes for free on top of red, he goes for free on top of Agumon. And when you do evolve it on top of an Agumon, that's a free search, and he's a searcher on play and when digivolving. Now, he kind of sucks that, in the fact that he doesn't add Marcus, and that he doesn't have an inherited effect, but he is a dinosaur, so we also still get the cheaper cost of evolving into Geogray. And that is going to be it for our level 3s. Now moving on to our level 4s, we currently play only 9. So first up, we have our copy of the limited BT13 GeoGreymon. Now, it is nice to resolve his effect to just look at your security and play out a tamer, but it did backfire on me a lot. But it's still fantastic to play. You have to play it, to be honest. It's just that good. And he also pops a 3k or less. Same effect as the BT13 Agumon. And then following him up is 4 copies of BT12 GeoGreymon. So he's really good because if you start off with, like, say, one of your training cards and then an Agumon in the back, on follow-up, if you don't have a Marcus already in play, you can immediately just evolve into him and then go, alright, on evolve, just play out a free Marcus from hand since you don't have one. So it's really nice. That, and he also minuses DP as an inherited effect, which is really good. And then following him is EX4 ShineGreymon. So he's a free memory at the start of your main phase, and when one of your tamers becomes suspended, you get a free drop. Not gonna lie, I kind of regret not playing him as soon as I did. Before I even built ShineGrey, like back in BT12, I was messing with the deck and I just didn't like him. But he's really good. Not BT12, I just realized BT13 going to RB1. But that's enough of that. Moving on to our level 5s, we play 7. So first is our 1 copy of BT12 ShineGreymon. He's okay. Definitely better than EX4. His When Digivolving did save me a game against DigiPolice, but he's just okay. He's just pretty much just another name, and his all turns effect is pretty much what we use him for. It's really nice though. And then following him, we've got 2 copies of BT9 ShineGreymon X. Now, he's fantastic, because on Evolve, you get to play out a red or yellow teamer from hand for free. Then, if you have the X antibody option card, which I'm gonna spoil it, we don't, or a ShineGreymon under him, you get to minus 2k one of your opponent's Digimon for each red and or yellow teamer you have. So it's going to check your Marcuses, and it goes, okay, cool. Let's say, for example, we got 3 out, it's going to minus 6k an opponent's Digimon. And then during your turn, he'll gain 1k for each of your tamers. So it's just super funny. And following that up, we've got our main level 5, which will be 4 copies of BT13 ShineGreymon. He's fantastic, easily the best ShineGreymon in the deck, because just on Evolve, just play a Marcus from hand. It doesn't matter if you have one or not, it's just have a free Marcus. And he has the same all turns effect as the BT12 one, so it's just really nice. And he's honestly like really clutch because he pretty much helps you set up your finishing combos. And that is going to be it for our level 5s. Moving on to our level 6s, we play 5 total. First is our 1 copy of BT13 ShineGrey. He's nice. I like his all turns effect, where when one of your tamers becomes suspended, just minus 6k something. It's really nice when you combo it with BT13 Marcus, but it's not too like all the time happening, I guess. It's too situational. You can bump him up, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then following him up, we've got 4 copies of BT12 ShineGreymon. Now, this is really good, because on Evolve, just, okay, count each of your tamers, cool. Minus 3k one of the opponent's Digimon for each of their shines, or for each of your tamers. And then your Marcuses become 3k bigger and can swing for 1 more check. So it's just really funny. Especially when you're able to stack like 2 ShineGreymons together. Oh, it's so evil. It's so fantastic. And that's going to finish off our level 6s. Now moving on to our 3 level 7s. First, the nemesis of all DigiPolice, ShineGreymon Rui Mode. He literally got me 4th place this past Thursday. Like, I can't even explain it. It's just cool. on evolve and on delete just minus 5k until the end of the opponent's turn. And just, okay, cool, end of when he attacks, pops himself, pops an opponent's Digimon, then recovers one. On top of that, if you have a tamer, just boom, and you have a free spot in your egg zone, cool, free egg. So you could combo continue, or you can further combo. So it's just super evil and it's super funny. Especially if you have like the extra memory to work with, you can pretty much set up a minus 10k literally the turn he comes out. Because if you just evolve into him, then swing immediately after, you can just set up the initial minus 5 and then the on delete minus 5. So it's super evil if you're able to pull that off. And then finally, burst mode. Enough's been said about him already by other YouTubers. He's literally the finisher on evolve. You play a Marcus from hand for free as a 12k with rush. And when one of your Digimon, or when one of your tamers is suspended, transfer the top card to your opponent's security. Yeah, you can combo that easily with BT14 Koromon. It's super funny. Because it's always a draw one. It's super funny. Especially if you have like 2 burst modes in hand and 2 shines that you can go into. Oh, it's funny because you could just loop it. And that is going to be it for our Digimon. Now moving on to our Marcuses. First, 4 copies of BT12 Marcus. Pretty standard. Just start your main phase, pay 1 if you have an Agumon or Greymon in name on your board. He moves out as a Digimon that can't evolve with 3k DP, and when he suspends, just cheat into the next level, why don't you? Or not in next level, just cheat into a Greymon. Just cheat into a Greymon, and it's super funny. Because that's how you start the freaking cheesy combos. So pretty much with him, you push him out, you swing. When he swings, you resolve all your inherited effects, then you do his effect, evolve, do whatever if it has an on-evolve effect, and then you punch. And if he dies, usually you want to do it when you have a rise so that it saves itself via Rise's effect. But it's also just really funny if you're able to just either have multiple at the same time, or if you can just loop it with multiple burst modes, because you just go, okay, cool, after it swings, bounce it a hand, evolve into burst mode, play it out, swing, again, evolve, and then bounce it back, go into another burst, swing, and yeah, it's super funny. And then following him is the main memory setter of the deck, Marcus from BT13. On play, he can suspend himself. It's a May effect, so it's not required. And all turns, when he does suspend, you get to minus 3k one of the opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a Digimon with Agumon or Greymon in name on your board when he suspends, just gain a free memory. It's super funny. So if you can, he would be the main target to make a blocker off of BT13 Shine's effect. Because he's pretty much with him and the Shine is instant minus 9k. And that is going to be it for our Digimon. Now moving on to our option cards. So we play a total of, I would say 6. Yeah, it should be 6. So first, we play 3 copies of Physical Training, and then we play 2 copies of Offense Training, and then following that up, we also play our 1 copy of, let me find it real quick. We also played the 1 copy of Final Shining Blast. Now this card is super nice, mainly because you can literally just play out of Marcus or after minusing 12, but also it's a free slot. So if you really want to do like more of your training cards, you can easily cut it, as like the footage showed, into either another physical or another offense. Now, before I actually played the second tournament with this deck, I actually had the offense and physical training swapped, and it was actually like that for the Armor Rush V Shine list. That's actually the list I got 4th place with at the box tournament, and it was really fun. But honestly, I kind of prefer it like this now, especially since we play the Ruin mode, because Ruin mode unfortunately can't be added off of offense training, which kind of sucks, but that's also pretty balanced, to be fair. Well, that's going to be it for our 50 card deck list. And these are going to be the stats with each version of the deck that I played for each tournament. This one I got 4th without Ruin mode and with more offense than physical trainings. And it did okay. I really liked it. But honestly, the Ruin mode and the extra offense compared to, or the extra physical instead of offense was a lot better for the deck, to be perfectly honest. And comparing that with this past run, which is this deck profile, I honestly really prefer this one. I kind of am disappointed in myself for losing the Sons of Chaos matchup, but it's understandable, like that deck is just really cracked. But with all that being said and done, guys, this deck was really fun to play, and I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll try to be working on the next video soon. So with all that being said and done, I'll catch y'all later.